is time now for the Peter Chill Morning News on this Friday morning, April 28th, 2017. God, and good morning to you all this lovely Friday morning, April 28th, 2017. We have a time of 7:25. Top story on the Peter Chill Morning News at 7:25 is Beijing, where U.S. instructions about to create a suicide Friday in Beijing, which refers to confirming with strengthened up pressure on North Korea in consideration of Seoul, which dismissed President Donald Trump's claim that he would get to South Korea. President Trump, on his birthday, he thought it would be easier. And health layout where Bill will miss Trump's winner today, targeted 8. October to the death room late Thursday, the state's for legal ejected today days concluded a frantic execution schedule officials said was necessary to carry out death sentence before when the drug is expired. If the first resident indication to be put in sponsor on front in 2017 NFL draft. President Trump's first word of today's office met the midst of signature setback, system success, and plus more turmoil than come anything from the West Wing of the White House and more division than a coming together for the country. This was supposed to be a really weird time for late night media until right up to the organization today. There was plenty of ringing and anticipation about how we'll tackle the news today upon such a political upset. London police in London said they have fought terror plotted 24 hours after arresting 6 people ranged across the British capital in southeast England. Shanghai, President Trump said on Thursday he would not speak directly with China's president without first checking the Chinese President Xi Jinping. A striking reversal showed throughout Taipei and pleased Beijing. The revised Republican Obamacare replacement bills tested the party's pledge to preserve protections for people with pre-existing health conditions. Barack Obama, the former president, made a quiz after taking $40,000 to the Wall Street Fund speech, has reportedly put a statement for another speech in New York. Berkeley, California, Ed Colton did not turn up in the Brooklyn where the hundreds of held a worthless but largely peaceful demonstration to emphasize an 11 of what they call the latest blow to free speech in the home of America's free speech movement. U.S. lawmakers are racing to debate legislation will be averted feared. Government shutdown to South Carolina will allow Congress to reach a deal to fund the government to the end of September. Germany's parliament passed a bar to ban on women's wearing a full face Islamic veil in selected professions. Google is celebrating what would have been the 256th birthday of Kemper cheese inventor Mary Apple with a new noodle. Off-duty Wentworth firefighters say workers from a deadly fall from the roof. Not an Mansfield woman in charge last year was stealing an estimated $1,000 from a local dental office and now being prosecuted Superior Court. Man gets suspended in jail center with a probation in Edinburgh domestic abuse case. Former employees get probation and theft scheme from Edinburgh appliance store. A day after President Trump's administration laid out a position on order to force the Texas Simmons Microsoft Award details on whether White House and head and benefit season and seal have not worked out the differences. Amazon revenue soar as cloud retail business dominate. Trump is expected to sign an order relax the limits on offshore drilling. Washington, the U.S. economy likely in a soft patch in the first quarter as seasonally warm winter and raising inflation weighed on consumer spending and potential setback to President Trump's promise to boost growth. Dow up 6.24 points to 28.33, S&P 500 up 1.32 points to 23.80.77, and Nasdaq up 23.0 points at 6.94. NASA about to run out of spacesuits, but it's years away from having what they do runs ready for the future mission according to the new report. Workers expected to head back where that Western Rockway Beach in Queens, New York this month. When babies are born, the first breath comes off the treasure. Just some development. When babies are born, premature, the same thing happens. Wilmar, Oregon. Wilmar, Minnesota's measles outbreak, Minnesota White County Health and Emergency Preparedness officials are urging parents to make such a child. Wilmar has measles outbreak, Minnesota White Category Company Health Emergency Preparedness officials are urging parents to make sure their children are vaccinated. Peter Children's side. 7:30 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for Sport Report. Boston Red Sox got blanked by the New York Yankees 3-0. Tonight, the Boston Celtics could wrap up the series as they will be taking on the Chicago Bulls in Chicago Game 6 in the Eastern Conference. First round, Celtics have a 3-2 advantage here, and the Boston Red Sox may take on Chicago Cubs at Fenway Park. Game time 7:10 p.m. Cleveland Browns selected defensive Miles Garrett at Texas A&M with the first overall pick to the NFL draft Thursday night, and 2 more first round pick to the pair of trades. It wasn't hard to find a direct projection presented to the Chiefs and London quarterback Patrick Mahomes in the first round, but they typically didn't have a pick to happen with a 10th overall pick. Santa Clara, California, after a pair of small trades in the board direction, the San Francisco 49ers about the first NFL draft with a significant long good defense. And the one was among the worst in the league 2016. Houston 2017 Super Bowl's coming on, but the question is over. Spend it a taxpayer fund parade. Peter Children's side is 7:32 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for traffic in Treasure Park. Beep! Let's start off in the BTA with our subway system. It's looking in on the commuter rail, Fremont train. 756 way from Reedville at the bottom. Reedville is up at reduced speed and possible due to mechanical issue. And on the ferries, they are Lungen. Nineveh, southbound side, sold for Bridgeport out of Stanford. River Parkway, westbound side, sold Bridgeport out of Stanford. 84, both ends Louisville, Waterbury Stretch. Route 8, southbound side, Louisville headed towards Bridgeport. 84, westbound side, Louisville, Denver Stretch. And 84, eastbound side, Louisville, West Harvard, New Wave, Hartford, Connecticut. 91, southbound side, Louisville, 84, Hartford, Connecticut. 91, northbound side, sold between 57 and 290 when it's Springfield. 290 eastbound side, Louisville, Route 9 Western, Route 190 southbound side, Louisville, 290 Western, 290 eastbound side, back around Route 45 out in Barber. Route 2 eastbound side, Louisville for 45 up in Littleton, and the hitbacks get around. Concord on Route 2 to the eastbound side. 146 on both ends of Louisville, Route 99 on Lincoln North Smithfield, 146 on the southbound side, slow around Route 95 downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side of Louisville and Pawtucket. 95 on the northbound side, also from Thursday to Walker to downtown Providence. 185 westbound side, also between Chicago and Providence. 6 aircraft control between 6 and 95 downtown Providence. 6 is slow around Route 6 aircraft to downtown Providence. 85 southbound side, also downtown Providence. 28 is southbound side, also on the Board Bridge. 28 on the northbound side, also before the Board Rotary. 95 on the northbound side, also from Kenton area, Route 128. 24 on the northbound side, so between Deposit Street. 24 north, slope between Harrison Boulevard and around Route 28 and Kenton. Route 3 on the northbound side, also between 220 Rockland area at the Route 18 Weymouth. And then if it's around the Red Tree split on Route 3 on the northbound side, 7 Expressway, both ends slope between Dorchester and Braintree. 95, 3 on the southbound side, it's stop and go between Midtown and Boston. Route 128, northbound side, between 138 and Kenton, Route 20 Waltham. Mass back on the eastbound side, so between Fairview all the way out to Newton. Mass back on the westbound side, also from Logan to South Boston. 120 on the northbound side, so around Route 95 up in Peabody. 120 the southbound side, and it's all between Linfield all the way out to Route 2 and Lexington, Route 2 westbound side, it's all around Route 95 and Lexington, Route 2 eastbound side, also around Belmont to Cambridge. 120 on the northbound side, it is all between Route 1 and North all the way to Route 20 Waltham. Route 3 the southbound side, so between 45 lower down to Millwick and Hillcrest, Route 128 up in Burlington. 485 on both ends of back to around the low stretch after Route 3 and 485 southbound side, the low around Route 93 up in Andover and Route 485 and southbound side, the low after 230 minutes doing. And Vermont Director out was on Lincoln and Interstate 87 to southbound side, the low around Route 11 up in the Champlain, New York, and onward 50 on the northbound side, the low side, South Quebec, and Montreal. And Interstate 87 to southbound side, it's around Route 7 to Detroit and New York State Freeway, also 890 on and next to New York. Peter Children's side is 7:35 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. And it's starting to begin to rain right here in North near as we're taking a look at a heavy band of rain showers stretched around Northwester Street and down around West Main Street and down around Southwester Street and raining from downtown Attleboro, stretching up around the center part of Norton, up around Reservoir Street, and up around Mansfield Ave, and around East Main Street down at Taunton Ave, and down around Barrow Street and Dean Street, and heavy batches of rain showers stretching around Route 25 around the Wareham stretch, raining from Hanover and Whitman, stretching out down around Sagamore and down Forestdale around Coochin Islands, and stretching out around southwestern portions of Cape Islands, and the heavy bed of rain showers off West Falmouth. And rain showers stretching off the Boston vicinity down in northeastern Massachusetts, down about Southern New Hampshire, some heavy bed of rain showers around Boston. Raining heavily around east central portions of Long Island, and stretching off the central coast of Connecticut, and raining around New Haven. Raining around Derry, Manchester, and local New Hampshire, and some rain showers west of Rutherford, Maine, and northwestern Maine, and raining around east central portions of New Brunswick and east central portions of Nova Scotia, and raining around east central portions of Quebec, and raining around western portions of Prince Edward Island. Some rain and sleet around the Prince Edward Island. Okay. 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Today, chance of showers and thunderstorms may before 9 a.m. Areas of fog before 10 a.m. Otherwise, clouds throughout mid-morning. The gradual climate of higher than 78 degrees. Southwest about high than 8 miles an hour. Chance patient is 30%. New percent less than 10 minutes. As high as possible thunderstorms per. Tonight, punch cost about 56 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour. Become a common after midnight. For Saturday, chance of showers before 10 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Most of the clouds can have at 7 degrees. At south about 5 to 11 miles an hour. Gets high 23 miles an hour. Chance patient is 30% new rainfall less than 10 minutes. Chance of high possible thunderstorms per Saturday, a mostly clouds come out 40 degrees and west about 5 to 9 miles an hour coming off every midnight. Sunday, punch come out 59 degrees and north about 6 miles an hour coming east in the afternoon for Sunday night. A chance of showers with thunderstorms possible at 11 p.m. Clouds come out 46 degrees and chance patient 40%. Monday, chance of showers before 9 p.m. after 9 p.m. Mostly clouds come at 6 more about 54 degrees and chance patient is 40%. Tuesday, chance of showers before 9 a.m. Punch center of the podcast about 73 about 50 degrees and chance patient 30%. Wednesday, mostly center of the podcast about 6 about 45 degrees. And for Thursday, a chance of showers. Punch says at 62 degrees and chance patient is 40%. And currently in Taunton, it's 58 degrees and fog and a mist. In Norton, like rain, and it's 58 degrees. And in Mansfield, it's 58 degrees. And that is going to be it by Peter Chittle. Morning news on April 28, 2017 on a Friday morning. Peter's April. Good morning and good positive. You have a good day.